Bien, creo que el micrófono está por ahí atrás, ¿verdad? También les vamos a pedir, levanten muy bien su mano quienes quieren hablar ahorita para que nuestros amigos del micrófono se vayan acercando a ustedes. Adelante, por favor.
Bueno, I'm studying a master's in computer science in CISESA Research Center. How will the social network industry will evolve or respond to distributed social networks, like diaspora, one might say?
So if I understand the question correctly, how will social networks evolve over time, given services like Twitter that are more like information networks? That's a good question. How will social networks evolve? I think more people will have more friends. I think
well,
so.
The question is more like how the industry will evolve. The social networks, well, you have friends, you don't.
Yeah.
But the industry, the centralized database industry, how will evolve when one has control of its own node on the network?
A somewhat difficult question, but so the industry, I think, will continue to evolve in a very open manner. One of the things that we've done at Twitter from the very beginning is have had a very open set of APIs, a way to allow third-party developers to leverage the system, the network that we've built to create new and interesting ways to interact with Twitter. I think that ecosystem will continue to grow and become more vibrant, while at the same time, and this is the most important thing, making Twitter more valuable to users, and that's the number one thing. And so the short answer to the question is I hope that the industry will evolve towards better, more relevant information for users, and that's the most important thing.
Bien, creo que por ahí arriba, exactamente. Adelante, por favor.
How does Twitter act?
Okay.
I think it's pretty simple, but I don't know if everybody knows here, but...
So
¿Puede repetir la pregunta, por favor, porque se cortó?
I can repeat it. The question was, how does Twitter make money? So,
In a nutshell.
before you all go, there's a bowl outside that you have to put $20 in. No. We always knew from the beginning when we started Twitter that what we wanted to create for Twitter from a monetization and revenue standpoint is something that was entirely native to the system, that was not just not annoying to users, but actually beneficial and relevant to users. So what we wanted to do, though, was be very careful, and we wanted to hold off, because what we wanted to create first was value. We wanted to create first a global information network that was basically indispensable to people's lives, whether they were in business or it was for social reasons or whatever. And that's what we needed to focus on. We always knew that if we grew the network, we would be able to make money from it. But we wanted to make money in an interesting way. We didn't want to just slap ads on there. We could have done that a long time ago. We chose not to. We used our venture capital money to build out the network and grow it. Now we're at a point where we have more than 165 million users. We have almost 100 million tweets a day being created. We can build our advertising platform the way we want to build it, and that is totally native. So, quick example, two examples. One, if a company like Starbucks, who already has a Twitter account that has millions of people following it, they're following it willingly. They're actually already getting a lot of value out of Twitter. If they want more people to see one of their tweets, they buy a promoted tweet. And if people search for coffee or latte or anything like that, their tweet will show up on the top of the list of the searches of tweets. What we do is we apply a resonance algorithm to that, and that essentially tells us whether or not that tweet is actually good. Do users think that tweet is good? We measure that in a variety of ways. If they don't, we ditch it, and we don't charge the advertiser, because the advertiser doesn't want people seeing a bad tweet, and people don't want to look at crappy tweets. So promoted trends trends on Twitter are words or phrases that are suddenly becoming used more often than any other words or phrases. An example would be if a film is about to come out, and it's a popular film, you'll see in the trending topics you'll see that film coming up in trending topics. So film studios come to us and they say, we want our films to be in the trending topics. So what we only show 10 trending topics at a time. However, there are a list of 200 topics that are trending. So a movie studio can come to us and say, we want to promote our 150th trending topic movie and get it on that list. And they pay us to get on the list. People see the trending topic, they click on it, they see what everyone's saying about the film, there's a lot of buzz about the film, they go to the movie. And then promoted accounts are a way to get more people to see the fact that you have a Twitter account and follow you. That's fairly straightforward. So that's just the beginning of what we're starting to do. We know that companies and organizations are finding a ton of value in Twitter, and we want to actually enhance that value. We don't want to thwart it, we don't want to block it, and we don't want to annoy our users. Relevant to users, even more value for companies.
Esta es la parte que me queda más gorda. Hay espacio para una sola pregunta más. Adelante.
Buenas tardes. Oops. Okay.
Buenas tardes.
Hello. Hi, my name is Rebecca. First of all, I want to say that I love Twitter. And my question is, we all know that Twitter has been hacked more than a couple of times. And we also know that there's a new version of Twitter coming up. So is this new version of Twitter going to have different security systems? Or can you give us some spoilers?
Well, security spoilers aren't that exciting. But no, we have one of the biggest teams at Twitter is the trust and safety team. They take over almost a quarter of the top floor of our office, and they're very much focused on security and safety of our users. Their job is to protect our users. We also have security professionals, computer science professionals, and the answer to your question is yes, the new Twitter has increased security, but the truth of the matter is we'll always be increasing security. We'll always be fighting spam. We'll always be fighting people who are trying to do bad things. Whenever you become popular, that just becomes a fact of life. So the answer is yes, we'll get better, but we'll always be fighting.
Pues una vez más le queremos agradecer a B-Stone el que haya estado con nosotros. Un fuerte aplauso.